Hi there, this is Adventure Rider Pandit Fakir Yogi Pandit Yogi, and behind me is my Force Gurkha in a series of adventure bikes starting from the minimum SP 125 to V-Strom series of Suzuki and KTM series of 90s. Friends, what I mean to say in this video, if you have set some goal in your life, be very dedicated, be very committed, make the purpose your breath and heartbeat. And as it is said in our Vedas, the Hindu scripture, arise, awake and stop not till the goal is reached, which Swami Vivekananda popularized, and people think that it is his statement. It is none of his. It is the statement of the wisest of the wise. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Beloved friends, goal must be reached. Your definite purpose must definitely be attained. For this, whatever sacrifices you want to make, do it. Whatever planning is required, you must perform it. Be guided by the best brain. Nothing is impossible in this world. But you have to have perfect planning. You see, one of the greatest inventors of all time, American, Thomas Alva Edison, he has some big projects. One was converting electrical energy into light energy. He tried 10,000 times. It is said, I don't know the data exact how many times he failed. But he was trying, hit and trial, hit and trial, hit and trial. He was trying. He never quit. He never wanted to give up unless he was successful. And ultimately he succeeded. So be ready to fail. But try with full measure of devotion and passion, relentlessly, persistently, persevering, persisting with different permutations and combinations. But success must be attained. Learn from one of the greatest, Julius Caesar. You know, the Roman emperor, when he wanted to conquer some of the island of British, his soldiers were afraid to attack British soldiers in the daytime. So he planned to invade that island in the midnight, far away from that nearest place. He loaded all his weapons, boats and ships, and set sail for that island. And when he reached that island, he ordered his commander-in-chief, burn all those bridges, burn all those ships, burn all those boats, because there has no route to retreat. There is no coming back. It is one-way valve. Win or perish, reach your death, do or die. That attitude you should have. Otherwise, you don't have such goals and dreams. Don't think so big. Just become mediocre, become street sweeper, become a scavenger, become housekeeper. There is very little chance of fail. But if you have big dreams, I know one person, my daughter, Vishesh Vishnu, she wanted to win Wimbledon. She wanted to break the record of Margaret Court 24 Grand Slam as Djokovic is trying to exceed even the record of 24 set by Margaret Court, probably I don't remember, 1973. He is struggling. Sinner and Alcaraz, they are the obstacles biggest. But he is trying his best. 24 Grand Slam Djokovic has won. My daughter should be very smart enough, very definite enough, very careful enough, self-reliant, self-believing, courageous, convicted, convinced, resolutely will to do that task. She had multiple injury and she quit. She couldn't become anything. Now you see, the curse is on my head, my own soldier. I am a broke today. Whole life I have worked, but I have no penny. I am penniless. Some of my friend, or you can say the Lord, the God, GVK, supported me for few years, but that was the shadow of the palm tree. Others' help is sin. It is shit. It is disgraced. I never wanted that, but he requested me to get some help from him. Ultimately, he rejected. He insulted, humiliated, he threw him off on the street of Padmati Samarumu, where I am sitting here today. So what I teach you from my experience of life, must save. I worked throughout my life. I never was unemployed. I worked and worked and worked, but I spent all money in my daughter. I had different tennis courts, sometime on lease or sometime on my own, all sold everything. Gave the money to her. She stayed in Barcelona for years together, then Florida for a year, again Sanchez Casala can result in it. Because you have to believe in yourself. Nadal, you see, 14 Grand Slam champion, only on Ronald Garros. You see, my friend. Martina Roberto, 18 Grand Slam. Christy Wood, 18 Grand Slam. Serena Williams, 21. She couldn't make even 22. Probably 23, I'm sorry. She could not reach Margaret Court record. Why my daughter couldn't win? Lacks some fundamental essentials. That attitude to win, the commitment, the fear of losing the battle. If you lost once, where is your life? That's why my best friend, Shakespeare, wrote a beautiful poem. I'm laughing, but my heart is bleeding. My mind is sick. I have no money. And man who has to give money, he is not giving. See the tragedy. There is a tide in the affairs of men. There is a tide in the affairs of men when taken at the flood leads on to fortune. There is a tide in the affairs of men when taken at the flood leads on to fortune, omitted all the voyage of life and bound in shallows and miseries. On such full sea we are all fled. On such full sea we are all afloat. We must take the current when it serves or lose the venture. Yes, that happened to my daughter. Opportunity was plenty. GVK sponsored. NMDC where I worked decades, it has sponsored. The school where she studied, Johnson Grammar Sport. Being a lady, a resident of Bibi Nagar, promising man, youth leader, he gave 6 acre land for her tennis infrastructure. All help. But where is your help? Where is your commitment? Where is your courage, conviction, determination? Where is your devotion? Where is your attitude? Win or perish, victory or do or die. This is first essential. Others help us secondary. Nothing. The tennis academy was named Eklavya Tennis Ashram. Eklavya is a legendary figure who helped himself become the greatest archer in the history of Mahabharata. You don't help yourself, you want others' help. The world is crooked. But in my daughter's case, the world was so kind. GVK, the sponsor when she was 9. Being a lady was so generous, he gave that big land, which is only my fortune today. Something out of it I can get and live till I die. So listen, my brother and sister, भाई साहब, बहन जी, सुनिए, कोई भी गोल जिंदगी में लेते हो ना तो सोच समझ के लेना, और एक बार ठान लिया पीछे मुड़ के मत गए। क्या मुश्किल है इंसान के लिए। मेरे जैसे फकीर देखो करोड़ों के गाड़ी, चोरी नहीं किया मैं, ईमानदारी का पैसा है, नौकरी का पैसा है, थोड़ा बहुत लगा। Everything is possible, just believe in yourself. Be a lion, don't be goats and sheep and cattle. In this world brought filled of battle, in this world brought filled of battle in the bivouac of life, be not a dumb-driven cattle, be a Hindu tribe. That's my message to everyone who want to become great and successful. What is great? Great is to achieve some greater things in life, more success, bigger success. But real greatness lies in your possessing full power of your mind, controlling, directing towards a definite goal in life. And never to quit, never to give up, never to believe in others. Strive, seek and find different ways and means. Make your goal realize. Thank you.